In all, 9 questions were asked from the section Statistics in the January 2024 session of JEE Joint Entrance Examination Main Mathematics. These examinations were held from 27th January 2024 to 1st February 2024. We have already covered the first 5 questions, and we are now going to discuss the remaining 4 questions in this video. This question has appeared in the Joint Entrance Examination Main held on 30th January 2024 in the second shift. The given question is the variance sigma square of the data is this one. So Xi's x1, x2, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, they are the observations, and Fi's are their corresponding frequencies. So this is the table that is given. From this data, you have to compute the variance sigma square. Right. That is the given question to us. So observations are here, Xi's, and their corresponding frequencies are there in Fi's. Right. So we have sigma square, the formula when you have observations and frequencies, corresponding frequencies, that will be equal to 1 by n multiplied by sigma Fi Xi minus 1 by n into sigma Fi Xi whole square, including 1 by n. So the square of 1 by n multiplied by sigma Fi Xi, where capital N is equal to this sigma Fi, that is the sum of the frequencies. For this, we will have our own table. So the observations Xi's, the corresponding frequencies, and we compute Fi Xi multiplication, and the next one is Fi Xi square. Agreed. So first one, x1 is, so the 0, 1, 5, 6, 10, 12, 17 under Xi's, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 3 under Fi's. So that is the table what we have jotted down here. Now multiply. Fi Xi, 3 into 0, 0. Fi Xi square, 3 into 0 square is 0. Agreed. And now Xi is 1, Fi is 2, Fi Xi 2, Fi Xi square, 1 square is again 2. Agreed. Xi, that is x3, is 5, F3 is 3. So Fi Xi 15, Fi Xi square, 3 into 5 square, that is 25. 25 3s are 75. So 15 into 75. Like that we have computed, and we have filled the table. Agreed. Now we take up n is equal to sigma Fi. So the sum of all the observations we write down. So n sigma Fi is equal to 22. That is n. N is 22. Sigma Fi Xi is 176. Sigma Fi Xi square 2048. Add this, add this, add this. Right. Now we are ready. We compute now. So n is 1 by n. N is sigma Fi. Sigma Fi is 22. So n is 22. So 1 by n is 1 by 22. To sigma Fi Xi square, that is 2048 minus the square of 1 by n, 1 by 22 into sigma Fi Xi is 176 whole square. So now this is equal to 1 by 22 multiplied by 2048, and 176 by 22 is the 8. 8 square is 64. Agreed. This is 1 by 22 into 2048 is 93.090 minus 64. It is 29.090. So this is a numeric value question. You have to write down the integer value of that. So therefore the answer to this question is 29. So that is the detailed discussion of the solution of this problem, and it is a very simple and straightforward question. Agreed. I am sure that you have understood the solution of this problem. We move on to the next question. This question has appeared in the JEE Main exam held on 31st January 2024 in the second shift. Let the mean and the variance of 6 observations. The observations are A, B, 68, 44, 48, 60, B, 55, mean is 55, and the variance is 194 respectively. If A greater than B, these are the unknowns, then required to find the value of A plus 3B. So we are given 6 observations, which in these observations A and B are there, their unknowns are there, and the mean of these 6 observations is given to be 55, and the variance of these 6 observations is 194, where it is A greater than B, then find the value of A plus 3B. Agreed. Let's now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. Right. Given n is equal to 6, n observations, that is 6 observations, they are A, B, 68, 44, 48, 60, where A greater than B. Agreed. And given the mean is denoted by x bar is equal to 55. And the variance sigma square is given to be 194. We are asked to find A plus 3B. So the x bar, the mean x bar is equal to the sum of the observations by the number of the observations. So x bar is equal to 55. The sum of the observations by the number of observations, it is given to be 55. Then it will be A plus B plus, if you add all these things, 220, cross multiply 6 into 550, 55, 6 into 55 is 330. So simplify, we'll get A plus B is equal to 110. That is our first equation. Agreed. We are given sigma square is equal to 194. Let's recall the formula of the sigma square, the variance. The variance formula is sigma I is equal to 1 to 6 xi square whole by 6 minus x bar square, that is sigma square, that is given to be 194. So this is equal to, this will imply sigma I is equal to 1 to 6 xi square by 6 minus x bar is 55 square is equal to 194. So send this 55 square to the right hand side. So and cross multiply 6 sigma I is equal to 1 to 6 xi square, 6 multiplied by 194 plus 55 square is 3025. So when simplified all this, you get 19,314 sigma xi square. So what is sigma xi square? So the squares of these observations and the sum of it. So that is A square plus B square plus 68 square plus 44 square plus 48 square plus 60 square is equal to 19,314. So simplify all these things. We have to. So A square plus B square is equal to, this is 12,464, this whole one is equal to 19,314, and simplify, you will get A square plus B square is equal to 6850, A greater than B. This is the second equation. From the first and second equation, keeping this condition A greater than B, we obtain, solving 1 and 2, A is equal to 75, B is equal to 35. And that I will show you in the snippet. So A plus B is equal to 110. So B will be 110 minus A. A square plus B square is equal to 6,850. Keep in mind A greater than B. Now for B you substitute 110 minus A. So a square plus 110 minus a whole square is equal to 6850. Simplify, and further simplification will get you a quadratic equation in a, that is a square minus 110a plus 2625. The factorization is very easy. A minus 75 multiplied by a minus 35 is equal to 0, and a greater than b, so we take a is equal to 75, and thereby b will be the lower of the other a, that is 35. So thus we get this one. Now required to find the value of a plus 3b. So a is 75 plus 3 times 35 is 105, and the sum is 180. So a plus 3b is 180. That is our answer. The answer appears against option 3. Option 3. So that is the detailed discussion of the solution of the problem, and it's also a simple and straightforward question. I am sure that you have understood the solution of this problem. We move on to the next question. This question has appeared in the JEE Main exam held on 1st February 2024 in the first shift. The given question is, let the median and mean deviation about the median, let the median and the mean deviation about the median of 7 observations. The observations are 170, 125, 230, 190, 210, A, B 170. The median is 170 and the mean deviation about the median is 205 by 7 respectively. Then the mean deviation about the mean of these 7 observations is, we are given 4 options. So we are now required to find the mean deviation about the mean of these 7 observations. Right. We now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. Yes, that is the question. We have 7 observations given here, and we write down in ascending order because we are given the median. The median is the middle of these observations. So we write this as, first x1 is 125, x2 is A, x3 is B, x4 is 170. Yes, it is placed in the middle. x5 is equal to 190, x6 is equal to 210, x7 is equal to 230. Right. Right. Now, given the median is 170. Right. And the mean deviation about the median, this median, is given to be 205 by 7. So, what is the mean deviation about the median? It is sigma I is equal to 1 to 7, xi minus m, that is the deviation from the median of every observation by the mean, that is by 7. And that is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to 7 mod of xi minus m, the median is 170 whole by 7 is equal to 205 by 7, 7 cancels actually. So that will be the xi minus 170 minus 170. So modulus is there. Anyway, modulus is there. And it will be 170 minus 125, 45, 170 minus A, because 170 happens to be after AB. Therefore, 170 minus A, 170 minus B, 170 minus 170, 0, 170 minus 190, 20, 1, and 190 minus 170, 20, 210 minus 170, 40, 230 minus 170, 60, and anyway modulus is there by 7 is equal to 205 by 7, 7 cancels, and you will get the addition of all these things is 505 minus A minus B is equal to 205, and that will give rise to A plus B is equal to 300. Now the mean we want x bar, because we want the mean deviation about the mean. Therefore, that reason the mean we calculate, that is equal to x bar is equal to sum of the observations by the number of the observations. That will give you 9 and 25 plus a plus b by 7. A plus b happens to be 300, and that will be 925 plus 300, that is 1225 by 7, that is 175. Now we want the mean deviation about the mean, that is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to 7 mod of xi minus x bar, that is the deviation about the mean, and the mean of these deviations by 7. That's equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to 7 mod of xi minus 175 by 7, and that will be equal to 175 minus 125, 50, 175 minus A, 175 minus B, 170 minus 175, 5, 190 minus 175, 15, plus 35 plus 55, like that. So that will be 510 minus in brackets A plus B by 7 is equal to 510 minus 300 by 7, that is 210 by 7, that is equal to 30. So the mean deviation about the mean x bar is calculated as 30. Let's look at our options. Our answer 30 appears against option 2. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 2. That is the detailed discussion of the solution of the problem. Again, it is a simple question. I am sure that you understood the solution of this problem. We move to the next question. This question has appeared in the JEE Main exam held on 1st February 2024 in the second shift. The given question is, consider 10 observations. The observations are x1, x2, x10, such that sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus alpha is equal to 2, where alpha is an integer, and sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus beta square is equal to 40, where beta is an integer. Is a positive alpha and beta are positive integers? Yes, not the integers, they are positive integers. Let the mean and the variance of these 10 observations is given to be 6 by 5 and 84 by 25 respectively. Then required to find beta by alpha. So we have 10 observations, x1, x2, x10, and we are given sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus alpha is equal to 2, and sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus beta whole square is equal to 40, where alpha, beta are positive integers, and the mean and the variance are respectively given to be 6 by 5 and 84 by 25, required to find the value of beta by alpha. Let's now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. Right. So we have 10 observations. They are x1, x2 up to x10. Agreed. We are given the mean of these observations is 6 by 5. Yes. And that is x bar is equal to the sum of the observations by the number of observations is equal to 6 by 5. That will give you sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi is equal to 10 into 6 by 5, that is 12. That is the sum of the 10 observations are obtained as 12. Given sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus alpha is equal to 2. So this is sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus alpha 10 times, because this is to be added 10 times. 10 alpha is equal to 2. So sigma xi minus 10 alpha is equal to 2, and from this sigma xi is 12, substitute, you will get 10 alpha is equal to 10, therefore alpha is equal to 1. Agreed. We got alpha. So we proceed. Given the variance of these 10 observations are sigma square, and the formula is sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi square by 10 minus x bar square is equal to 84 by 25. So x bar is 6 by 5, substitute, 36 by 25, send to the other side, 84 by 25 plus 36 by 25, that is 120 by 25, and cross multiply 10 times of that. So that will be sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi square by 10 minus 6 by 5 whole square is equal to 84 by 25, and sigma xi square is equal to 10 times 84 by 25 plus 36 by 25, that is 125 25 multiplied by 10, that is equal to 48. So sigma is xi square is 48. Now we are given sigma I is equal to 1 to 10 xi minus beta whole square is equal to 40. So xi minus beta whole square is equal to xi square minus 2 beta xi plus beta square. When summed up, you will get sigma is equal to 1 to 10 xi square minus 2 beta into sigma is equal to 1 to 10 xi, and beta square plus beta square plus beta square plus beta square 10 times 10 beta square, because this is to be added, I is equal to 1 to 10, so is equal to 40. Now sigma xi square substitute 48, sigma xi substitute 12, and simplify, we will get a quadratic in beta. 5 beta square minus 12 beta plus 4 is equal to 0. We factorize 5 beta minus 2 multiplied by beta minus 2 is equal to 0. We take beta is equal to 2 because beta happens to be a positive integer. Therefore, beta is equal to 2. We take it, and we reject beta is equal to 5 by 2 because it is not a positive integer. So beta is equal to 2. Right, alpha is 1, beta is 2. Required to find beta by alpha. So beta by alpha is equal to, beta is equal to 2 by alpha is 1. 2 by 1 is 2. So let's look at our options. Our answer 2 appears against option 1. Therefore, the answer to this question is option 1. That is the detailed discussion of the solution of this problem. And it is definitely an easy question. And we have now come to the end of this video, and we have discussed the 4 questions from the section statistics that have appeared in the January 2024 session of the JEE Main examination. And I am sure that you have understood the solutions of all these 4 questions, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.